Gentlemen, welcome back to Bigger Than Race. You know who this is? This is your boy, Brando. Guys, we're gonna just bust everybody's minds wide open. And we're gonna talk about how everything runs on China. You know, you heard about everything running on the XRP ledger. You heard everything running on Stellar. But the truth of the matter is, everything is running on China. China and Singapore have got this blockchain space locked down. They got it in a headlock. And that means they have everybody else in a headlock because they have everybody building on top of the underlying protocol, which is the Cosmos blockchain, which is also connected to the Bsn blockchain based service network, which is ran by China. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to deep dive today and we're going to touch on many important topics that I don't really think anybody in this YouTube space, in the crypto sphere, is even hitting on. See, everybody's talking about one thing, but the truth is everything is ran on the Cosmos. And then you have the interconnected blockchains, and then you have the stellar universe, which runs on top of the Cosmos. Then you have things like the digital dollar, which is actually the USDC coin that people keep seeming to bypass. So let's dive in deep, ladies and gentlemen, and open your eyes to a new perspective. While you're at it, maybe you should enjoy some Chinese food. Make sure you give me some orange chicken while you're at it. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are on the BSN website, the Blockchain-Based Service Network, a cross-cloud, cross-portal, and cross-framework global public infrastructure network used to deploy and operate all types of blockchain distributed applications. Our solutions for you. BSN is a one-stop shop for dApp developers to deploy and manage any permission or permissionless blockchain applications. We have built entire operating environments and shared nodes on BSN's public city nodes PCN around the world. Developers only need to choose which PCN to connect and upload smart contracts. We will do everything else for you. Permission services. You can build your own permission chains affordably and easily in less than 1 hour, including Fabric, Fisco, BCOS, Superchain, etc. Permissionless services. You can access all public chains via one single gateway with one simple monthly plan. 3 to 4 new public chains are added each month. And then the interchain service, all dApps deployed on the BSN will be able to call each other easily with several lines of coding via BSN's interchain communication hub, no matter what frameworks they are using, coming in October 2020. Now, the Bsn Partners. The BSN is an enormous project. We welcome more talented companies/teams to join the effort. Now, we're going to circle back on this, ladies and gentlemen, because I have to save this. I can't just give you everything. So, solving high-cost problem of dApp deployment and maintenance. See, the BSN aims to solve the high-cost problem of blockchain dApp deployment and maintenance by providing a public resource environment and one-stop shop solution for developers. Now, interoperability, we know that's very important. Enabling the easy and convenient interoperability of all dApps. The BSN blockchain specialized cloud environment that has unified CA management, gateway APIs, smart contract SDKs, and even encryption algorithms for permission frameworks, as well as stacked all public chain nodes together for easy access. Inside such an environment, it is much easier to achieve interoperability among all dApps deployed on the BSN. We will launch an interchain communication hub with the help of IRITA and Chainlink to provide interoperability in Oracle services in October 2020. Now they're providing more security methods and easier accesses to developers. So you see the BSN ecosystems, cloud services, BSN portals, frameworks, developers, BSN teams. Now, I want to just show you that this is in fact China, because you can go here and you can see telephone number, which is the Beijing, Hong Kong phone number, and then you can see them here, Beijing, Hong Kong. Okay? Now, let's take a look at the partnerships so that I can actually show you that China has chosen specific blockchains, which is permission blockchains, Hyperledger, Fisco, Zooper, Rivtower, and JDD. Permissionless blockchains, they have already chosen Ethereum, EOS, Tezos, Neo, Nervos, IrisNet, Algorand, Solana, Sharing. This is why I say Algorand is so huge, because China has chosen it. And just so you know, actually we'll touch on IrisNet, but remember IrisNet, ladies and gentlemen, because IrisNet is the connection from the BSN to the Cosmos. And remember, I told you China is the Cosmos, and everything is running on the Cosmos. Now you have cloud service providers, China Mobile, China Telecom, Baodao AI Cloud, AWS, Google Cloud. And then the technical partners, Daml, Diffuse, EOS Nation. And then you have the founding members, State Information Center, China Mobile, China Union Pay, Red Date Tech. Now, these blockchains that you see right here, Hyperledger, IBM connected. IBM is all up in China. This is where the Stellar comes in over here. 6 degrees of separation. But as we can see here, you have Algorand, you have Solana, you have Sharing, you have Tezos, you have Neo, you have Nervos, you have IrisNet, EOS, Ethereum. Out of all of these would be good to hold. But for me, out of all of these, I hold Algorand, Ethereum, Tezos. Not saying that any of these other ones are bad, because they're all going to be great. But see, we're going to talk about Algorand a little later in the video coming up. But let's go a little deeper on the BSN. So the BSN China, first piloted in October 2019. China's BSN network is a government-backed blockchain initiative that was initially positioned to help small to medium-sized businesses build and deploy blockchain apps on permission blockchains. The program was officially launched in April 2020 for global commercial use. Now we already see here a blockchain-based service network, which is a cross-cloud, cross-portal, cross-framework global public infrastructure network used to deploy and operate all types of blockchain distributed applications. This is very important, guys. Now, the China blockchain, China's state-backed blockchain-based service network, which is the BSN, has integrated with 6 public chains, including Tezos, Neo, Nervos, EOS, IrisNet, and Ethereum. Developers on these 6 blockchains will be able to build dApps and run nodes using data storage and bandwidth from BSN's overseas data centers starting August 10th. Now, you even hear Crypto Teacher talking about everything is going to be booming in the emerging markets. So why doesn't anybody tell you the truth about the whole blockchain system being able to being ran on the China blockchains, which is the cosmos, and they're all interconnected through China. China is the underlying tech through the cosmos, the BSN, and everything interconnects to it and or builds on top of that. And that is the fact. That is the truth. So if anybody's going to tell you the truth about everything running on the XRP ledger, they are in fact lying to you. The truth of the matter is, and people don't want to realize this, China, Singapore, they are going to be running everything in the blockchain space. They have already been here before us. Remember, it's an illusion. Why do you think everybody's coming together? Even recently, the president of China just came out and spoke and said how we all need to merge globally and be open to that. I mean, why do you think President Trump was meeting with the president of China? Come on, guys. The proof is right here in your face. One day you will wake up and receive it and be like, damn, he is actually telling the truth. Now, since the BSN is meant to be a global interoperability network, it must comply with these rules in China, but also be flexible enough to accommodate other blockchain ecosystems, such as public chains internationally. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, China's BSN is connected to the Cosmos network, like I told you, via the IrisNet. And if Cosmos network is the underlying protocol for all blockchains, and one of its hubs called IrisNet supports BSN, and China is going to be the emergent dominant economic country. China is going to dominate. And that is a fact, whether people want to believe it or not. And now I'm going to touch in onto some Algorand information that one of my Patreon members, Astro _crypto 1. So he sent me these screenshots. See, what we're looking at here are different assets. Some of them you may know. You see micro Tesla. You see 1-10,000 share. You see micro Apple, which is right here. And then let's come down. You see Netflix. You see Twitter. You see Amazon. You see Microsoft. You see the Messi Index Fund. Now, Algorand verified these tokens in their wallet. Okay? Now, these tokens of these companies are going to be fractionalized so that you can own them fractionally. You can own fractional shares of a company in tokenized form. Now, he says here, do you remember the Polymath article you posted in the Patreon last month? It was written about how you would be about to buy in a fractional ownership in the large stock corporations from January 2021. It looks like Algorand has positioned and verified the tokenization to sell 1 to 10,000 shares for the Tesla, Microsoft, Amazon, Twitter, which was the screenshots that we showed you. In that partnership alliance, we can see the connection with Algorand and Amazon. We have the proof that Amazon will be using Algorand. Now, we got to go deeper in that. But here we see Algorand on the NASDAQ, creating opportunity for everyone to build prosperity. Now, do we think the borderless economy is a coincidence? Nope, because we just got wind that the USDC was running on Algorand. But we know Algorand is also a chosen blockchain by China. Now, ladies and gentlemen, am I speaking truth or am I speaking truth? let's continue. Now let's look at Algorand a little bit and some of the partnerships that they are working with. We see Algorand here tied to all these different people, all these different companies. We got SOV, Props, Blockchain, Planet Watch, FUB, Gold, Variety, Blooming, Republic. Republic, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a master piece of a project. I think anybody, when this hits the blockchain, you better buy some. That's all I have to say. EDAX, Flipside Crypto. You see all of this here. Shift, Securitize. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. And there's more to the story. Now, he even goes to show me over here a diagram. Applications, general purpose, applications, central bank digital currency applications, and the use cases plugging into existing tech solutions built on top of protocol layers. So you have the general purpose, CBDC, user interfaces to central bank accounts, smart contract enabled payments, atomic real-time settlement. So it shows you all of that. Then you have the tech vendor, technology service providers and consultancies engaging central banks for pilots, some offering their own tech stack. And you see we have Accenture, IBM, Bit, Ecurrence, Consensus, R3, and Ethereum Enterprise Alliance. Protocol layer here, blockchain or DLT based, some more permissioned than others, other software platforms. So we have Hyperledger, IROHA, then Hyperledger Fabric and Corda, and we have Algorand here. We see Libra, we see Quorum, we see Ethereum. Now, do you think this is a coincidence? I think not. So that's pretty much everything he said about Algorand. Now, I wanted to touch on Polymath because I don't really think people understand how big Polymath is going to be. Now, my Patreon members, they understand this because we've done deep dives on Polymath. But see, Polymath is going to be tokenizing everything because they've already tokenized $2.2 billion of real estate on Hedera Hashgraph and Polymath. The Red Swan tokenized $2.2 billion on Hedera Hashgraph and Polymath. Ladies and gentlemen, what does that mean? That means everything is going to be tokenized on these platforms. Even Tezos. Why do you think China chose Tezos as well? You see, these technologies are revolutionary. The tech behind these blockchains, regardless of whether you like them or not, China likes them. And your opinion doesn't matter over China because China's running everything. Now you better get with the program because if XRP was all that it's cracked up to be, why aren't these people choosing it? I digress. Now let's go back here. How the Polymath Project Network works. Organizations seeking to raise capital funds on the Polymath platform can create a new ST20 token. During the token creation process, the issuing organization outlines all of the required characteristics of the security token. This includes the type of security, whether it's debt or equity, the token's functionality, any associated voting rights, governance, and jurisdictions, the offering country, KYC details, using Civic's KYC features, among other key details. Now, here we see Civic popping up, which is the digital identification crypto. Now, my Patreon members knew about Civic before Civic was released on Coinbase. And I can assure you, Civic is a monster. Now, if you're not a part of the Patreon group, you are sadly missing out. For $7.77, you can get your hands on information that you will not find on YouTube. If you think the information I present to you on YouTube is great, just imagine what the Patreon members get. They get things that you would never hear about on YouTube. Support the channel, support the movement, support the truth on Patreon. The link will be in the description box below. Now, once the token attributes are set, legal authorities can review the token details and ensure the issuing organization complies with relevant security laws based on the entered attributes. If any errors are identified, lawyers can recommend changes and amendments. So basically, they're just showing you the KYC process. But let me show you the Poly token real quick. Actually, I want to show you this, the final thoughts. So Polymath represents a new movement within cryptocurrency industry and markets. Institutional money is itching to get into the cryptocurrency game, and the significant barrier at the moment is the confusion surrounding token regulation and their classification as securities. Another issue with institutional money getting into the fold is the security token versus utility token matter, as there is demand for cryptocurrencies with security type attributes and characteristics. The Polymath platform is at least a step in the right direction towards providing a regulated platform for the creation and exchange of security tokens. As demand for security tokens grows and the hype around utility token fades, platforms like Polymath will be crucial to facilitating security tokens in a compliant manner. Polymath was also a lead sponsor for one of the more prominent global blockchain conferences in the Bahamas, Polycon, a crypto event centered and focused on the development of security tokens. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to invest today on things that are coming tomorrow. If you're not doing that, you are asleep and you are behind the curve. There is more to crypto than just XRP. There's more to crypto than just Bitcoin. There's more to crypto than just Ethereum. But ladies and gentlemen, Ethereum is on another level because Ethereum is chosen by China. Now, we're just going to go back here. Who is Red Swan? A commercial real estate marketplace and tokenization platform. Okay? We already know what Hbar is. We know what Polymath is. So 2.2 billion of Class A commercial real estate in Austin, Houston, Brooklyn, Oakland, and Ontario of varying property types, including mixed use and multifamily buildings. Class A refers to the most attractive type of real estate. In the sense of how much it likely costs, it considers factors such as aesthetics, location, age, and overall quality. Now, why? Because commercial real estate, especially high-quality offices in places like Austin, Houston, Brooklyn, Oakland, and Ontario, are quite inaccessible investments, buried in layers of legal and tax obligations and with a very high barrier for entry. See, what they want to do is they want to bring liquidity to these assets. Tokenizing commercial real estate helps solve those problems. By tokenizing and fractionalizing property, the minimum buy-in can lower much more easily. Meanwhile, the initial security sale can reach a wider global audience, and both that and the secondary market offer vastly increased liquidity. In this case, the minimum investments vary by property and appear to start at US $2,001. So here we see the San Juan, we see the Oakland, and we see the Houston. Distributed ledger security tokens more generally can also reduce a lot of the legal and administrative overhead around securities. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I showed you in the video with Charles Hoskinson speaking on the Polymath and how you can free up liquidity into assets that normally wouldn't get the liquidity. So I recommend you go and listen to that video again. But tokenization is going to rule the world. Everything will be tokenized. You will be tokenized at some point. So I want you to know, at the end of the day, China is running everything along with Singapore through the Cosmos and the BSN. And then you have blockchains that will interconnect with Cosmos and or the BSN. And then we have everything building on top of the Cosmos, which is that next layer, which is the stellar universe, which has CBDCs and other cryptocurrencies and projects that are building on it and running on it. And that is the truth. Everything will not be ran on the XRP ledger. That is false. Everything is running on the Cosmos. That's a fact. So if you want the truth, you come to Bigger Than Race. If you want hopium, if you want lies, if you want your ego and your emotions to be stroked, you can go somewhere else. What we do for this space is to bring you truth. Not for our own self, not for any gain. I'm not gaining anything by doing this. This makes me happy spreading information that actually can bring value to somebody. I'm not making a lot of money off of this. And then here I have people talking shit because they're in their emotions about something that I said. Well, let me tell you something, Bobby or Johnny, whatever the hell your name is. Your emotions don't mean a goddamn thing around here. So if you are mad or sad or upset because of what I say about a project that you are so emotionally tied into, you can kiss my ass because you are not paying any bills over here. And that's a fact. Now, I know sometimes I ruffle people's feathers, but god damn it, I'm just a feather ruffling type of guy. We don't have to tell you the truth. We can leave you out here struggling. You wouldn't even know where to live. You wouldn't even know about some of this information that we're bringing to you. How many of you actually knew about the BSN? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are somebody who is a hater and you have something negative to say, let me see you get on YouTube and do what we're doing. Because 9 times out of 10, you won't get on YouTube. But anyways, that's enough about you guys. I want to talk about the people who make us happy and support the channel. Because you guys are the reason why we do what we do. Every time I see an encouraging comment or what's up or hey Brando, we love your videos, that makes us happy. Because it's gratitude that's being given to us for something that we're putting out there for you. Too many times people in the world have become so, they've just become too spoiled. And you know, the funny part is, I wasn't going to talk about this, but the other day, I tried to do somebody a favor in the crypto community. He wanted me to buy him some certain cryptocurrency. He said he couldn't get it, but I told him how to get it. And do you know, I'm doing him a favor because I'm a nice guy, and he was talking shit. He had the audacity to disrespect me. So I had to tax him because off of GP, general principle, I will never be disrespected. Now, a lot of you people on YouTube and Twitter, you guys seem to think that in real life you can't get fucked up. Excuse my French, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's the wine. It's the Merlot that's getting to me right now. But just watch your mouth, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not encouraging and you're not bringing any positivity to the community, to the channel, to myself, keep your comments to yourself. Sometimes you just never know who's on the other end. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who this is. This is your boy, Random. Bigger than race. Investigate truth on your own terms.